Governor Moeno launches Rice Initiative for Akwa Ibom State elders. Plus, Akwa Ibom State government expresses readiness to partner Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority in 4 key areas. Hello there, good morning and welcome to NTA Uyo News at this hour. My name is Okon Ndem. Thanks for joining us. This broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times channel 103 as well as our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. And now to the news. Akwa Ibom State Governor Moeno has donated 125 million naira for the welfare of widows of fallen heroes and legionnaires in the state. Calvin Samuel reports that this gesture was during the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration in the state.
15th January every year is set aside as Armed Forces Remembrance Day. This is to honor and appreciate the selfless contributions of men of the armed forces to ensure the peace and sustained unity of the nation.
In fact, so many of my colleagues have passed away, but God keep us alive. I'm also thank our government, thank the federal government of Nigeria that have tried, for regularly giving us our wages.
Then they left us behind because we fought the civil war and we end the civil war. We go to Fasian and fight, present Nigeria as old, but they don't even remember us in this terrible time.
We are suffering a lot. We don't exactly know where we are heading to with our children. Most of us has no houses to live. We are suffering a lot.
Governor Moeno commends efforts of the Nigerian Armed Forces for keeping all parts of the country safe while prioritizing the welfare of ex-servicemen and the people they left behind.
These heroes and heroines paid the ultimate sacrifice for causes greater than themselves. While we salute their bravery and gallantry, let us remind ourselves that the issues that led them to the various theaters of conflict, which ultimately led them to pay the supreme price, will be neutered or better managed in our time.
High Point, where traditional gun salute, laying of reds and blowing of the last post. In Yo, Kevin Samuel, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the welfare of widows of the fallen heroes and members of the Nigerian Legion in Itu local government area of Akwa Ibom State has received a boost. This is as the transition chairman of Itu Local Government Council, Etetemeno, announced the financial package at the grand finale of this year's Armed Forces Remembrance Day in Itu. Etienne Oebanga reports.
Acknowledging the contributions of ex-servicemen who dedicated their lives to the defense and security of the nation, the transition chairman for Itu Local Government, Etetemeno, called for improved welfare of widows of ex-servicemen, especially those who have paid the supreme price in the line of duty.
Every year we also make financial support for them to see how they can also help them grow their own individual businesses. Decided to also extend a special offer and support to the widowers. We also had to extend a gesture to the Legion, as it were, by making a further donation of 200,000 and making a total donation of 500,000 for them.
Itu Area Council Chairman of the Legion, Achibong Enyang, says showing love to the living veterans, the widows, and the families of the fallen heroes is a laudable gesture that should be encouraged.
This magnanimous gesture of government has transcended to the local government level of it too. That has positively risen to the occasion of welfare to the veterans and the widows, and indeed the families of fallen colleagues.
Highlights of the event include the inspection of Guard of Honor and the laying of wreath by the transition chairman, the police, the Paramalula of Itu, and the chairman, Nigerian Legion, Itu chapter, blowing of the last post, 21 gun salute, as well as the launching of the emblem by guests. Etienne Ibanga, NTA News.
Akwa Ibom State's Governor Moino has launched a social welfare program tagged a RISE initiative for the elderly in the state. Government Samuel reports that this is in line with the Renewed Hope initiative powered by the wife of the president, Oloremi Tinubu.
The program, which is to commence implementation immediately, the governor says is in support of the lofty ideals of the Renewed Hope initiative of the wife of President Bola Tinubu, who recently disbursed 100,000 naira each to 250 selected elders of Akwa Ibom State.
You've been kind enough to acknowledge that this program started, I've seen with the First Lady of Nigeria. She laid the foundation, and I believe it was a seed. We in this state must continue. When I see any good program anywhere, I will bring it. When you go to a place, stop looking for faults. You will find plenty. Find the thing that will encourage you. And for me, I've made up my mind to continue to work with the federal government leadership under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
The initiative, which is to be administered by the Office of the Wife of the Governor through Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Welfare and Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, will disburse the sum of 50,000 naira each to 500 selected elders across the state. In Uyo, Kevin Samuel, NTA News.
Akwa Ibom State's Governor Moino has expressed readiness to partner the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority and the OCP Africa in 4 key areas. The governor made this known during a meeting with representatives of the companies at the Government House Uyo. Kelvin Samuel again reports.
The areas of interest according to the visiting theme includes ammonia production and ammonia phosphate plants, enhancing productivity of the coconut refinery and the greenhouses in the state.
To progress with the projects without waiting the gas, otherwise we will not start the project. The second is to show to the others that we are committed to do the projects, and this phase 1 will be mainly the equity. Small part will be debt, but mainly it will be 60% or 70% equity. That means it's the sponsor that will invest on the first phase.
We had a package for Akwa Ibom youths. We know a job, a hand that is idle. That is what the devil uses as the workshop. So, and a package we had is that we should be able to take some of the youths in Akwa Ibom out of idleness and engage them in very productive farming.
I believe that across the entire value chain, there's a lot of value that can be brought to this state and all communities involved through job creation, but also in terms of revenue generation as well. Our objective really is to work with the state in operationalizing that asset, developing it further to actually allow us produce more than just the oil that it's currently built to do, but also enhance and upskill the communities with regards to operating these types of assets.
Governor Eno assures the theme that his administration is ever ready to partner experts in different areas that will further the development of the state. He notes that while government should not be directly into business, it is the responsibility of government to provide an enabling environment for businesses to thrive.
We're ready, and I'm a hands-on person. Unfortunately, I believe that Mr. Caleb's dog and his team we've done this before. So if God gives me the privilege now to be on the driver's seat, I like to say that I'll do everything I can, everything, absolutely. And we have a good team here, that we can just set up a small team, put on the templates they want them to achieve, set deadlines, and come back to you. So we know where there are issues, we can tackle them and get things done.
The governor immediately set up a team on the government side with the Commissioner for Agriculture, Managing Director of Akwa Ibom Investment Corporation, and others who are to work with the visiting team to facilitate the process of the deal. From the Government House, Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
except urgent steps are taken, the dangers associated with poor exposure to hazards of unsafe retail and handling of liquidized petroleum gas, popular